Hey, it's Keza, also known as Sky Loves Scary Movies. Putting my glasses back on because I can't see a thing. And I know this is a few days late, but what can you do when someone that's not well and stuff like that? So I still feel like shite, but I've promised the guys I'm not going to let them down. Even though I'm not well, I know they understand. But here we go. James Boss chose the list this week. It's top 10 favourite movies from 2010 onwards. So, as what we're in for, we gotta get right down the list. I know only a couple of us done it this week, but here we go. I'll start with number 10. I've got 2 for my number 10 list, which is the only reason is because it's the same actress. Oops, pardon me. And I like both of the films. And excuse my voice because it's a bit funny because of what's up with me and that. Number 10, Under the Skin and Lucy. What can I say about them films? I don't know what to say about the films. I just really liked them. I just really like the whole way that Under the Skin is done. That it's set in Scotland, and I just like the whole effect of it where she brings the men to this house and then she puts them in this underwater thing. It's just absolutely amazing. And then Lucy, where she's like a robot and she knows a lot. There's 2 completely different films, but I just like both of them, so they both deserve a place in my entry. So number 9 is The Equalizer. I am a big fan of Edward Woodward's TV series, and at first I was a bit doubtful of the film, but when the film came out I was absolutely pleasantly surprised, and I was made up that Denzel Washington took the role. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. Now, for my number 8, I'm sort of going to copy a bit off James Boss because I absolutely love this movie. Everyone hates this movie, but apart from me and James, I don't know why, but I just love this movie. Because I love blood and guts and gore. Of course, it's my channel. I, of course, love gory movies, so I cannot have a list without this film in it. And it's, of course, Excision. Right? I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you want to know a bit more about it, James Boss talked about it on his channel, because I don't want to give it away because it's such an amazing film. Number 7, I had to have this on my list. I just love this film. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't like Cannibal Holocaust, but I do like cannibal films if it's done in the right setting. And this film is done in the right setting. And it's We Are What We Are. Absolutely bonza of a film. I just like the way it's shot, and it's not like, you know, in like a typical jungle or something like that. It's just totally different. It's like the whole different ambience of the film. I just like way it's in, like, it's way deep in, like, it's off-road, and it's not like in a typical jungle scene where you can see typical ones like Cannibal Holocaust, Cannibal Xerox, Emmanuel and the Lost Cannibals. Yeah, I've seen that one as well. But it's just, I just love it. Number 6, I'm slowly losing my voice, I'm so sorry. American Mary. Did you not think that I would not put a movie on my list from 2010 onwards that didn't have the Soska sisters in it. Are you absolutely mad? I love this film. For those who don't know anything about it, it's about a medical student played by Catherine Isabelle, and she's going through like medical school, but she's decides to do this underworld surgery where she performs different operations on people, like embedding stuff into the Soska sisters' heads, so they've got horns, and making someone like look like a human Barbie doll and stuff like that. It's totally different, but I'm so happy that a director went that way with a film. So totally made up. Number 5. Sorry, James, I stole this one off you as well, because I for one will tell you now, I love black and white films, and when they decided to do this sequel in black and white, I loved it. Does it make me a weirdo for liking stuff like this? No. It's not. I'm not exactly going to be going out to places and kidnapping people and then doing this to them. And if you don't know what I'm on about, it's the Human Centipede 2 with good old Lawrence Harvey. I love his acting skills. He's so funny in this. I just like how he's sort of quiet and then he just goes, right, you fuckers, I've got you now, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, and make them into the biggest human centipede evermore. Well, that's what we thought until the third one come out, but I ain't seen the third one. That's why it's not on my list. But I actually prefer the second one over the first. So that's number 5. Number 4. When I watched this film the other week, I haven't watched it all, but what I've watched of it, it's flown straight into my list at number 4. And I will do a full review on this. I've promised you guys. I've done part of a commentary on my live broadcasting. And it's, of course, American Guinea Pig Bouquet of Guts and Gore, starring 8 the Chosen One. I friggin' love this movie. Everyone knows I'm a fan of the original Guinea Pig series, and when they brought this out, I was so excited. Sorry, I'm starting to get a little bit happy now, especially because I'm talking about this film. Do you know what? I might even watch it next week and do a review on it. And I might, because there's a few films that I'm going to do for my next month's review, so this may be one of them. So that's number 4. Number 3, starring one of my favourite actors from 2010 onwards, obviously, it's Luke Evans. And if you guys don't know me by now, you guys know that I love this film. It's also got Brodus Clay, who's Tyrus in TNA now. The film's called No One Lives. All I can say is wow, from the whole acting to the kills. I've seen, like, don't get me wrong, I love the kills from the 80s, some 90s are really good, but I wasn't too keen on the kills from 2010 onwards until I saw the one before it, American Guinea Pig, and of course, No One Lives. That's the film I'm on about. The kills in this are one of the best kills I have ever seen in my life. Luke Evans plays this absolutely amazingly well. I don't care what you say or what you do, you need to watch this film. Give me your thoughts and feelings on it and let me know. So, number 2, narrowly missing out my number one spot. It is surprisingly not a horror film, because most of these on my list are horrors apart from a couple. But especially my top two aren't really horror. And I give my number two to Maleficent. You're probably thinking, my God, you love horror films, yet your number two is Maleficent. Why? Because I know Angelina Jolie, she plays some good stuff and she plays some bad, but when she played Maleficent, I was like that. I was going, oh no, she's not going to play it well. She friggin' played it well, alright. And it went straight up to my number two list. I just loved everything. But I just, to be honest, I liked the way they told her side of the story instead of the whole Sleeping Beauty side. So now we know why Maleficent was the way that she was. And I'm glad that they told her side of things, which I thought was really neat. So, that's number two. Now, number one, numero uno, top of the list, is... Dun dun dun! Guardians of the Galaxy. You'll be going, what the hell? What the hell is that little nutter put that as number one for? Because it's my favourite movie from 2010 onwards. I absolutely adore it. Went to pictures, watched it about 5 times. I own the movie. I've watched it about 1 million times already. I love the film. I love the whole soundtrack. The soundtrack gets played in my car at least a couple of times a month at least. It will be getting played probably next week or the week after, because I'm in that sort of a mood. It needs that played. And I like the whole soundtrack because it's not your typical 2010 type soundtrack. It's like from the 70s. And I just love all the music from it. So, yeah. Right, here we go. From 10 to 1 again. 10, Under the Skin, Lucy. 9, The Equalizer. 8, Excision. 7, We Are What We Are. 6, American Mary. 5, The Human Centipede 2. 4, American Guinea Pig, Bouquet of Guts and Gore. 3, No One Lives. 2, Maleficent. 1, Guardians of the Galaxy. That is my top 10 list of favourite movies from 2010 onwards. Now, I don't know what's happening next week. I will get in touch with the gang tomorrow and see if I'm doing the list next week, or is Ross doing the list next week, or are we just going to mix it up, or are we just going to randomise somebody? I don't know. I'll get to talk to him later. I'm just glad I've got this done out the way. Even though I'm not 100%, as you can tell in my voice and the way I'm speaking and stuff like that. I'll let you guys know in due time what's wrong. So, yes, that's my list. Hope you like it. Stay gory, have unpleasant dreams, and I will definitely see you guys soon, because I miss you all. Ta-ta for now. Bye.